Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel GMB SHOW. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The Chase host was left offended by one contestant's remark during the latest edition of the ITV quiz show, which saw Fiona, Becky, Derek, and Amitabh take part. Bradley Walsh was taken aback by a contestant's comment on the Chase. Fiona, Becky, Derek, and Amitabh were the quartet hoping to showcase their trivia prowess on the ITV quiz show. Amitabh, hailing from Delhi, India, was the first to pit his wits against one of Britain's top quizzers, in this instance, Mark Labbett, also known as the Beast. Having relocated to the UK merely 5 years ago, some queries proved to be quite challenging. Nonetheless, Amitabh demonstrated his impressive general knowledge, racking up £6,000 in his cash builder round. Host Bradley remarked, "For a dude that's only been in the country for 5 years, you played an absolute blinder." In his head-to-head with the Beast, Amitabh made a promising start but found himself in a difficult one-question shootout. Regrettably, his stint on the ITV quiz show was cut short when he was caught by the chaser. He then heard Bradley's feared phrase, "For you, the chase is over," and he left with nothing. Next up was Becky from Birmingham, who hoped to leave a better impression, reports the Liverpool Echo. She secured £8,000 in the rapid-fire question round and managed to clinch a spot in the final. Derek from Y-Roll followed in Becky's successful path, earning a place in the final chase and boosting the shared prize pot to £14,000. Bradley was left dumbstruck when contestant Fiona from Oldham confessed she'd been on BBC One's Pointless before facing the Beast on the Chase. The ITV host lost for words after Fiona's revelation, quipped with the tongue-in-cheek jab, "I shouldn't have mentioned Pointless." Bradley playfully ribbed, "So, we're your second choice, basically." Fiona quickly reassured him, "Never, Brad. I've obviously been dying to get on the show." Fiona didn't clinch victory on Pointless and joined forces with Becky and Derek, hoping for better fortunes on the Chase. Bradley couldn't resist a slight tease, stating, "Not in a million years are you going to win now." Then he threw an impossible question her way. "Here's your first question. What's my mom, Margaret's, third middle name?" After jabbing her with the mock question, Bradley lamented, "Pointless! Are you kidding me?" Returning to the game, Fiona impressively made it through to the final chase, contributing £20,000 to the prize fund. Despite an admirable effort with 19 steps ahead of the Beast, the chaser caught Fiona, Becky, and Derek with just 3 seconds spare. Following their narrow defeat, Bradley couldn't resist another jibe. Well, there's always Pointless. The familiar theme of the chase echoed through the studio as Bradley Walsh strode to the podium with his trademark grin and mischievous twinkle. "Welcome back," he beamed. "Time to meet our next contestant." Up stepped a confident woman in her mid-30s with striking red hair and a knowing smile. "Hello, I'm Leona from Leeds. I'm a high school drama teacher, and I love musical theater, kayaking, and competitive quizzes." Bradley's brow furrowed slightly. "You look familiar. Have we met before?" Leona chuckled. "Not personally, but you might have seen me on TV before." That's when the penny dropped. "Wait a minute," Bradley said, leaning in. "You were on Pointless, weren't you?" The audience gasped in unison. A contestant from the BBC's rival quiz show was now facing off on the Chase. Bradley theatrically staggered backwards, clutching his chest. "Traitor in the ranks!" he cried in mock horror, before bursting into laughter. Leona laughed too. "Guilty as charged," she said. "But I didn't win. I made it to the final, but we missed out on the jackpot with a pointless answer about British monarchs." "Oh," Bradley said, wincing. "Monarchs will get you every time. That's brutal." The chasers, watching from backstage, were already buzzing with interest. Anne Hegarty whispered to Mark Labbett, "I remember her. She was sharp, but not sharp enough." Back in the studio, Bradley was still chuckling. "Well, now you've crossed enemy lines," he teased. "You realize this makes you a double agent." Leona grinned. "Only if I win today." The cash builder round began, and she proved herself to be a serious contender, scoring £7,000 with quick, confident answers. Bradley raised an eyebrow. "You're playing a dangerous game, Leona. Good on Pointless, great here." But it was during the head-to-head with Paul the Cinnamon that the tension truly built. Paul smirked as he greeted her. "Ah, the quiz circuit strikes again. I remember you too. You beat a professor in the first round over there. Let's see how you fare against me." What followed was a dramatic toe-to-toe duel. Leona's knowledge was razor-sharp. Classical music, sport, pop culture, she nailed it all. Even Paul looked mildly rattled at one point. But it was the final question that sealed it. Bradley read it out slowly, eyes darting between the two. Which musical features the song "One Day More"? Before Paul could even hover near his buzzer, Leona pressed and answered, "Les Miserables." Correct. She was through to the final chase. Bradley stared at her, mouth agape. "You know what, Leona? I take it back. Maybe Pointless's loss was our gain." The audience erupted. As she walked back to her seat triumphant, Leona turned and winked. "Maybe I'm just warming up for Mastermind next." Bradley groaned. "Don't push your luck." The crowd roared with laughter, and even Paul cracked a smile. One thing was clear. Leona might have played for both teams, but today she belonged to the chase.